Hi, crafty friends. Happy New Year. Okay, I'm working on Craft Roulette's card for episode 93, and the parameters are bookbinding card. The colors are blue, purple, and silver plus one. The element is rodents, which I'm not very happy about. I don't have any rodents in my collection that I know of. Definitely don't buy any mouse stamps at all. Even though I have seen some very cute mouse, like house mouse and some other cute mice stamps. I won't buy them. But I did find this guinea pig stamp, a stamp that I have that I fell in love with from Impression Obsession. So I think he's a rodent, so I'm going with him because I think he's the only one I have in my collection. Although I may also have some Stacy Akula Purple Onion Design mouse stamp in because I buy their 2 yearly release when they have the yearly release, because if you buy the whole release you get 30% off. So I think I may have some mice in that. But they're probably all Christmas, and I didn't want to go Christmas. I had this idea with this one mouse, with this guinea pig that I wanted to run with. So once again, bookbinding card, blue, purple, silver plus one, and rodents, and then the final parameter was vertical lines. So my idea was to create like a cage for my guinea pig. So what I did was I created my cage. My cage is going to be my vertical element, and I created that last night. So I already did the bookbinding part up here, and then I'll glue that down here. So this is going to be an A2 card with and it's going to open here. This one, I didn't cut it, but when I did the, what do you call it? When I scored it, I pressed too hard and it popped up. So I'm going to have to, I'll probably do a little tape here so that it goes back down. So there's my element. I'm thinking that the bars are a little too wide, so I may make them a little smaller or thinner, but I'm afraid that if I make them thinner, they may snap. So it's good for now. We'll see. So this is my card here. Now the inside of the card, right now I have a mask over my guinea pig. It's just a post-it note that I stamped with the guinea pig over it. Because I'm going to try to draw a little bed for my guinea pig. Or a little, a little bed. I did some Googling last night to see like guinea pig habitats. And they vary. Some have little houses that people have built for them. Some have little like burrito wraps. I don't know. But I want to draw something that I can color purple. So I thought a little bed, and then the rest of the background will be blue. And then I still have to incorporate one other color, and the other color will be the color of the guinea pig himself, I think. So I'm going to try to freehand a little bed, and I think it's going to be, I mean, it doesn't have to be, anything. It could be just like a little box. Oh, I think we're going to have a friend jump up here. I don't like, oh, there we go. Storm just jumped up on top. I don't like that. Maybe. Where's my eraser? And you can maybe even take him off to the side, you know, make it shorter on one side than the other, or not center it, because I don't think I centered the guinea pig. So maybe I'll do that so that I don't worry about making both sides symmetrical. There we go. I like that better, I think. And maybe not so high up. Like that. I like that better. Like that. And then I'll go over it with a marker. Let's try to soften that. Nope, don't like that. Is that better? Still not the same as the other side, but let's just take it all the way that way. So it doesn't, there we go. Now I don't have to worry about making it match that side. And I think I'm not going to give it a bottom so that it could go all the way to the bottom. There we go. There we go. So that's his little bed. Obviously, I think I'm going to have to raise him so that he's so that it's up top, so it meets up with his little legs. There we go. Really simple. There, I like that. Let me get my pen. One pen writes better than the other. This one is it. And when you're drawing, you could draw it just like you did with the pencil. You can make it scratchy so that, because the guinea pig he's kind of scratchy too. He's very primitive in this, so you can match that. There we go. Although this is very angled, but it is what it is. And not sure what I'm going to do here. I may do something later. Should we give him a name? Oh, I think I'm going to give him a name. I'm going to call him Jan for January. Okay, but that's later. I'll just put little Jan. Okay, so now let's color the, let's find a purple and color him purple. So I am looking at my, this is hydrangea blend. We can use that, or we can use the pink has a very good. There's another, I think this one. I'm looking at my tri-blank markers that I finally unwrapped on New Year's Eve. So, do I want to use this, these, or these? I think we're going to go with the hydrangea. So we're doing hydrangea, and we're doing HB 1, 2, and 3. So that's not too bad. Now we're going to start by coloring the perimeter. And if you wonder what kind of paper I'm using, this is just heavyweight cardstock from Hobby Lobby. And I switched to this cardstock last year because it was just cheaper. And I was getting good quality. I was getting good results with it. I mean, medium. Not liking this. Nope, not liking that. Let's give it more purple. That mid-tone. The mid-tone seems kind of dry, but it shouldn't be. But it's, I mean, it's number 2, so it's right next to, in the, should be the next lightest shade, but it seems quite a departure. This is really quick and easy coloring. Nothing super exciting here, people. And now let me look at the shade of the light. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like these two lighter shades. They seem very far away from the dark. I mean, they seem very, I don't know. Let it dry and see what happens after it dries. I may come back and do another coat of it. Okay, so that's that. And now I think I'm going to, and that's why I did the mask. I'm going to ink blend the top with blue. And I'm going to use, what shade of blue should I use? I'm just going to do a little light coating of blue. Maybe, do Broken China, Salty Ocean. I like Salty Ocean. No, I want a blue. Yeah, Price Ribbon, I think. We'll do Price Ribbon. Yeah. Let me get a blending brush. I'll do more around the edges. I'm going to try to go light because, I mean, he's in a cage, so it's not like, you know, I can see the blue sky behind him. I just want to give a tint of color to the background. And keeping in mind that the top portion of the card is not even going to be seen because that's the bookbinding section. Hairs. Let's see how that looks. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like it. Okay, I think I'm going to stop. As I continue to work him. I think I'm going to stop. I could add more later if I need to. So I think I'm going to stop. And now let's work on the little guy, little girl. His name is going to be Jan, I guess it's. Okay, so now, what color should I make him? Should I make him gray or brown? Gray. I always gravitate to gray because, you know, I'm not into the earth tones. So let's do gray. And my desk is messy. What kind of grays? We are going to go with the warm grays, I think. My concession to, so we're going to go with this gray. That is number 4, so I need to go down to 3 and 2. And if you're wondering what colors I'm using them from this box that is 32 colors of, 32 colors of grays. And I got it from Amazon, and it was a really good price. And I'm loving it. They're, because I wanted a set of just grays because my pack of my grays, I use them a lot and they dry out really fast. So it's funny because I have at the last count I have 72 Copic colors, Copic markers, 72 sketch, but I don't use them. Some of them need to be refilled, and I don't have the refillers or the I don't use them because I haven't really taken the time to create color combos for them. So I don't use them as much. So I end up using cheaper markers. And it's almost like I feel like I spend so much money on my Copics that I don't want to waste them. And that's silly because I did spend money on my Copics, even though I bought them all on sale. And a good chunk of them I bought like super cheap because a long time ago, I would say like 10 years ago, Hobby Lobby had, after the holidays, had like a ton of Copic markers on a clearance rack, and they were like $1.99 for their Copics, and I just grabbed a whole bunch of them. So, okay, back to the card. Let's start with our darkest color. So I'd like to know, what is your favorite method of coloring images? Is it alcohol markers or something else? I tend to gravitate between alcohol markers and watercolors. I haven't done any watercoloring in a long time, but I tend to fixate on one method for a long time and then use that color primarily for a long time. I'm just going through where all the little squiggly lines are and giving some like doing shadow. So let's make it darker, bring it out a little bit more. So I hope everybody's New Year's Eve and the beginning of the year was pleasant. Ours was very low key. We just stayed home, opened up a bottle of champagne, and it's weird having a 21-year-old that can drink now. Oh, I better oh, here's where you can really tell that this is a warm gray. Yeah, like I said, I'm really loving these colors. And this is number 2, which is the lightest. And go all over the whole thing. Oh, he's so cute. I keep calling him a he. Maybe I should think of a boy's name. He's all done. Oh, he looks so cute. Okay, so he's all done. So now I'm going to put some adhesive. I'm just going to use double-sided tape up here. There we go. Now, by using alcohol markers, my card bled over. If that bothers you, then you could put this over another piece of cardstock. But since I probably won't give this card to anybody, or at least not, I won't, you know, I'll just keep it or give it to a friend or my mom. It's not a big deal. So, but what I am going to do is I'm going to take, I have the little pieces of the little strips that came off. I'm going to take a piece of a skinnier piece of score tape and put it here. And just make a splint, so to speak. Let me do a little surgery on this because it looks a little. Just cut it a little bit. That way nobody will know that it was. Yep. So there's my card, and I think I'm gonna wrap something around the top, even though, I mean, it's fine the way it is. I think I'm gonna go with some twine. No, doesn't look right. I don't know what I'm going to do up there. Maybe I'll gate up, gate down. Oh, it's so cute, but it needs something. I don't know what it needs. Does it need bars on the back, do you think? And should the bars be at the same? Yeah, I think so. Let's draw bars at the back, okay? Get my ruler. Let me. I'm gonna draw bars at the back, and I'll be back. Hi, I'm back. Okay, I did some of the stripes in the back, which some of the bars in the back of the cage, and I left the last two to show you how I did them. So basically what I did was I used the ones in the front to get the measurements or the positions. So I used my T-square ruler, my T ruler, and I aligned it with the top one so that it would be just slightly inside of it, so that so you wouldn't see it from when it's closed. So it's just a sliver in, because your pen's going to be, if you put it right on the line or right on the edge, when you draw your line's going to be on the outside. So you want it to be just slightly in so that your line is on the inside. And then you move your ruler over. And you do the same thing for this side. And then you go on to the next one. And you go around your image, because these bars or these lines are behind your guinea pig, in my case. There we go. So there's my lines. Oh, so I should have done one more down here underneath the guinea pig, his little legs. Come on, lift and go under. There we go. And I'm using a gray. In this case, it's a cool gray, a cool gray. And I also used the same gray on the back of the bars, of the cardstock that had the bars. They were white. I just gave them the same gray. I thought about using the negatives that I cut out to glue them on top, but I didn't do that. I didn't like them. Okay, so very simple coloring, just one solid shade. I went outside my line in some cases. I used my colorless blender, and when I used my eraser to erase some of my pencil lines, I kind of erased my ink blending, but it's okay. I don't think there's any problems. There's still a little blue. I don't know if it's going to show up in the video, but in person you can still see a little blue, which is really what I was going for, because you wouldn't see the sky really, and the guinea pig is indoors, so just a hint of blue. So so that's cool. So now I'm really liking this. So now when you close it, you can't tell that the bar is on the other side. Well, maybe over here a little bit. I went off. But when you open it, you can see him in the background, or her in the background. Well, you know, it's a she. She needs a little hat. I think she needs a hat, and I know what kind of hat to give her, but and a name. So I am going to pause the video again and get the hat that I know. It's a Stamped by Judith hat, and I have to find it because it's in here somewhere with my elephant by Judith, because it's the elephant's hat. And the letters that I'm going to use to spell out her name that are going to go on her bed. So I will be back. Hi crafty friends, I'm back. Okay, I finished my card. I kept adding stuff. I had to step away from it and stop adding stuff. It was so cute. I have to make more of these cards. Okay, so here is, let's see, am I in frame? Yes. So here it is. I put a little tag in the front of the cage with the name Jan. I used the little heart label that I've had in my stash for years, and I used it on the back side too so that it looks complete. As I stated before, I colored the back of the bars so that it would match the front, the color background. That's my vertical bar or stripe element. So I couldn't find the hat. Well, actually, I found the hat, but the hat was a guy's hat. It was a boy's hat. But I did find the bow, and it is a Judas stamp, a Heather stamp. I must have bought the bow for the girls and the hat for the guys. I put a little pink bow, and pink is my extra color. And then I found this heart donut, and I thought, well, she needs a little pillow in her bed, so I colored it with blue and pink and put it in there, and I cut the little hedgehog a little bit so I could stick his little pillow or her little pillow in there on her bed. So that's it. I'm walking away from it now. I haven't put any sentiment on it right now. I think this would make a really cute Valentine's Day card. Maybe I'll send it to my sister or my niece for Valentine's Day, or someone for Valentine's Day. Although I don't really send out Valentine's Day cards, but we'll see. So that's my card. I think I met all the parameters. I think it's really cute. If I had to do it all over again, I would not use silver paper for the front. I don't like the look of it. It's too silvery. I don't know how else to explain it. It feels unfinished. I'd rather use regular cardstock and color it silver, if that makes sense, than use silver cardstock. Not sure why. It feels too, I don't know why. Maybe a different color of silver, maybe a darker silver would have worked, but this was and I do have other silver color, but it just feels like it shows every nick, every scratch on it, so it feels cheap. So I'm not really happy with the silver paper I used in the front, but I'm really happy with the inside of the card, and with the card in itself. The back, I'm not happy with it because I had to cut into it, so I'm going to definitely mount this on another piece of paper to hide all the mechanics of the back. But that is my card. I'm going to take some still shots and then upload it to the web page, to the Craft Roulette submission page. And that's my card for episode 93. And until next time, take care. Bye.